Welcome again to another VOD review. We have Invoker of Legend versus myself, Bregan123. This is a matchup from Group A in the 1v1 tournament, the second match to go down. I'll be here for questions, and the primary casting and commentary will be done by our host, SomePoorchoices.
Hello and welcome to another great or poor commentary session by me, Poor Choices. So this is again the second matchup of Group A, Bregan's second match in the 1v1 tournament against Invoker of Legend. For those of you guys who probably haven't watched it yet, there is a breakdown of the groups and the 1v1 format that is going to be posted. So some predictions were made. Let's see how close those line up with reality. And without further ado, let's get this party started.
Start recording.
Okay. So waiting for Bregan to start the video there. We can see it starts a little mid-game there. He's got 3 Aura, Tiger Strength, Recollection, and Psycho Spear. Invoker does have 5 Aura already and a few skills. Bregan looks like he's running a single use with the Recollection to get some high-powered skills off. 2 Hyper Key Lances with Tiger Strength. Try to really stack a lot of heavy damage early. Invoker, we do see, also has the green, probably Tiger Strength or maybe Speed Boost. But unfortunately for Invoker, Bregan definitely has the superior spawn. He can launch a lot of those Parabola and different level attacks down at Invoker's spawn. We see one of them connecting right there.
Broke a vacuum wall.
Yep. At this point, Bregan, I mean, are you trying to take advantage of that spawn and get a lot of early aggression, or is this deck built for early aggression?
It's built for the early aggression. We kind of missed out on the commentary of the last game because it didn't record correctly. This is the same deck I failed to win with twice versus Esper51. And I was just... I didn't have a very good aura start, so I was just kind of throwing stuff out there. And if it connected, great. If not, no big deal.
Oh, big there with the Psycho Spear breaking the Fortress of Iron. Invoker takes some damage and also loses a major defense. We see Bregan down with just pretty much a dash. He does have Psycho Shell moving through his arsenal pretty quickly, but so is Invoker with so far not a lot of counters being thrown. I'm wondering if he's looking specifically for something to push or combo with, but he doesn't look to be trying to get a lot of aggression going. We finally see him come up and try to come over. But we see you break a wall of fire with another Hyper Key Lance. Again,
yeah, I didn't get the pierce damage off of that one, though. It was a little bit of a bug.
No.
Yeah, that's
yeah, a little surprised that. So, but wouldn't be Phantom Dust if there wasn't one or two weird things happening at any given time. We do see Invoker running away from his spawn, wondering if he's going to try to come up to you now that he might have some skills to use. He, of course, does still have that green as well as 2 attacks and a shield, 9 aura. He is relatively balanced, but hasn't really shot too much out there yet. You're still digging. Are you digging for any attack in particular, or just trying to see what you can pull out? We do see the Impact Burst. I guess we're going to see that shot relatively soon. Looks like Fang a Tree, or no, it was multi-use. Maybe Entangle from Invoker. You see you break another Psycho Shell with that. Invoker's got to be running pretty low on defense. Bregan low enough where he can fire the Railgun.
Yeah, I was waiting to dig for the Railgun, and he has Entangle.
Yeah, he's definitely launching a couple Entangles. Looks like he's got Entangle and Memory of Battle. He does get off a 4 damage hit, but that's not the strongest Memory of Battle to be trying to push through. Looks like he's going to go back and try to burn through a few more, but a Tiger Strength Railgun hits him in the back. Unfortunately, I'm not sure he's got too many shields left in his deck, and with that spawn, he's not going to get a lot of chance to dig. Bregan now with Railgun and Rock Shot sort of going to push the attack. We see a Psycho Spear come at him, but it's easily dashed by, using dash to kind of close the gap. Dodges an Entangle, very nice. That was a good timing on the Entangle, but doesn't quite catch him. Right now, it looks like he's just jumping Railgun. Bregan switches to manual aim, maybe trying to catch him off guard, back to lock on, but Invoker's doing a good job of dodging most of those. Unfortunately, looks like the health disparity is going to come into play. He's going to have to make some pretty phenomenal shots. He does get off a great gravity press, bringing Bregan down to 8, kind of closing the gap on him, but Bregan still got a comfortable enough lead so he can still kind of snipe with the railgun and rock shot. Invoker kind of still hiding behind the tree, seeing if he's going to come up with any. At this point, Bregan, are you just trying to close it out, or is there anything you're particularly worried about after seeing the memory of battle? Okay. Um, didn't hear you there. Okay, as
Oh,
far
sorry. I
as
was just trying to play it safe because I'd taken a lot of unnecessary damage from the gravity press, and so I was a little worried, that I was throwing here after having such a strong start. And the tree was just giving him a lot of free defense.
Yep. Of course, the beauty of having a dash instead of the defense in 1v1 is trying to use it to close. We do see you pulling off a lot more manual railguns. Looks like you're trying to catch. Did you have any popping in this arsenal?
No.
Okay, so trying to win it clean. Again, looking, there's a manual. He brings out his favorite rock shot. Invoker closes the gap, gets a vacuum slash, but misses with it. He does get off the entangle, and here comes a memory of battle. Ooh, 7 damage memory. Puts it at 4-1. Bregan now the one who's reeling only 1 shot away. Another memory catches the pole. Bregan smartly dashes away because he probably would have eaten debris damage, because that's just kind of the way the game goes sometimes. Shoots through the gap in the tree. Thought he might have had him there. Barely misses, I'm assuming. I know I've been hit through that gap multiple times. Now getting rid of the Tiger Strength, kind of useless at this point. 1 shot should do it. Are you digging for anything in particular, or just trying to see if you can come up with another attack or a shield?
I was pretty sure I had another impact burst, but a Psycho Knife pops up here for me.
Okay. So Psycho Knife, normally something you'd expect to aggress with early in the game, but with dash and a multi-use could end the game pretty quickly. We have seen, I think there's 1 attack out of Invoker we haven't seen yet, because we saw him pick something else after the vacuum slash. So we see another entangle. Bregan now shooting multiple Psycho Knives, trying to catch him with a quick 1-2 to end it out. But Invoker doing a good job, doing some running, circle running. He does eat a Psycho Knife right there. Can't quite get away. Good jump. We see him miss with, what was it, an Ice Sword?
Yeah, he's got Ice Sword.
Okay, so that's the attack we didn't know he had. So he's got an Ice Sword. We got Bregan with Psycho Knife and dash. And we see him dash right into the Psycho Knife, get him at the bottom of the stairs. Thought he might be trying to sword cancel, but it's a really good shot to end an amazingly close game on Palace. Bregan, I think you're still perfect on Palace in the tag and the 1v1. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, don't point it out for everyone to hear over and over, that is.
That's explicitly what I'm doing. I'm shaking things up. All right, and I didn't get to see, what deck did you pick going into this next one?
I'm going to use the same one. No. Next is Highway. Well, oh yeah, we went to Highway. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I picked a Psycho Optic deck that basically just runs off of some optic attacks with acquisitions.
Okay, and you are.
It's not a combo.
Highway,
It's not a combo that a lot of people like because it doesn't have the damage buffs. It has trouble getting around some shields, but people disrespect the accuracy on a lot
I'm
of optic
assuming your
attacks.
acquisition a bunch of lasers and try to go for a long range. Is that fairly accurate?
That's the intention with this deck. Yeah.
Good, because I used some acquisitions on my commentary. I needed it to be accurate. Okay, now you are both jumpers, maybe, which is why Highway not being banned. So quick 1-2 as far as the levels. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Opti. Now what's interesting to me is you guys both got the close spawns. So his spawn's pretty well protected. Yours is the underneath spawn, but you guys aren't on opposite sides of the map. So it looks like you're trying to get early aggression in with the Photon Wave. He answers with a Photon Wave, but you're in the better range. I think you take the hit and get the dodge. He is already up to 9 aura, where you only have 5. See the iron skin out of him. He's got the defense. Good rock shot from a blind angle, and it hits him while he's turtling in the back box. At this point, are you just going to try to get in as much early damage so he can answer, or you do both trade photon waves there? After seeing the photon wave, are you comfortable with the amount of aura you have with your defense?
Yeah, I wanted to go back and pick some stuff up, especially after I took that hit that I really didn't need to. He got a good 8 damage off there. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm trying to slowly work my way back to my base without getting caught, because I know he still has the photon wave and he's at vibration.
Yeah, the photon with the tiger strength is A nice little hit. Of course, yeah, he already does have his aura vibration. He's down 15. Do you have any popping in this deck? Or is this
No,
the same one we saw? Okay.
we
So
actually
again,
haven't
you're going to
seen
come
this
down
one
to...
yet, but this is also doesn't have any popping.
Okay. So he's still going to try to win it clean. He does eat another rock shot there. Bregan loving the rock shots. Gets a nice Psycho Shell blocking. Was it Vibration Blaster, most likely? Oh! And did not expect that. Invoker ducked down. It looked like he was trying to pick up another skill, but Bregan halfway down the stairs catches him unaware with a Photon Wave. I also didn't see that coming. It was a good final hit with the Photon, ending it real quick. I think on some of your first or second draw skills, just getting a quick little aggro in. Did you particularly think you could finish him off with those skills, or were you just trying to get some damage in before burning through them?
Well, once I hit that rock shot and he went up top, I feel like him going up top was a really bad idea, and he was just open to getting rock shots thrown at him, and then I had him down at the 4 threshold. And I knew that if I got next to him, he'd probably get itchy trigger finger on that photon wave, and as long as I hit mine, game's over.
Okay, so kind of going for a double shot, hoping to get the KO.
Yeah, and that's
All right.
basically what happened.
And nobody banned Pano, so we are playing the first 3 maps right out the gate. Are you running a Ricochet, or what is your... I did see you overwrite the Lucifer's Arrow.
Yeah, this is a Ricochet.
Okay, so he's already got the Mephistos, probably going to hold on to it until he gets enough aura, or see what his next draw is, so he can, you know, Mephisto either the Opti or the Ricochet, depending. At this time, we see Invoker with a green and 2 shields. He is off to a decent aura start. We do see Bregan get the Ricochet off the Mephisto, and he is at 7. Probably now just digging for your Opti. Is that fairly accurate?
Yeah, I go and aggress for a minute, see if I can get some damage.
Okay.
I have a lot of derp
everyone's
moments in this map.
seen the other game, but Bregan actually probably made some mistake before, but we're relying too much on the Opti and just eating damage.
And I
So
just
it's interesting
overwrote
to see
the
him
Ricochet laser by accident.
take the other skill. Yeah, that's a surprising move after Mephistoing for it, overwriting it. Invoker looking like he's kind of wandering around, but since you haven't shot him yet, he goes ahead and uses a Tiger Strength and comes at you with a Hyper Kick. You eat a 4 damage Hyper Kick there. He gets some range again.
Yeah, good
Not
old
looking like
Angel's Wing, my best friend, didn't
Looking like he's
go
not there
off.
to camp. Yep. Little miss of the Angel's Wing, but you catch him the second time. You do have 2 of them, picking up a lot of shields. I'm guessing you're trying to burn through for another Ricochet?
Yeah, I was really annoyed because I'd overwritten the Ricochet, and so I was burning trying to find another. In fact, I use a
All right,
Mephistos
well, you got your
here.
other Mephistos. And grabbing the...
I couldn't get a
Agony's
Ricochet
up
laser
here.
because that was the next skill to pop up.
Unfortunate. But I see you trance down, getting specifically so you can Agonies. So you got 2 tranced up Agonies. He does only have 12 health, but you launch them both back to back. Looks like he blocks or dodges. We can't really tell from his screen. Both of those.
Yeah, he was out of range, apparently. He just ran out of range.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell from here because you were launching a blind through the wall. I was assuming he was going to eat at least one of those, but good for him. You do still have the tranced up Ricochet, and he takes 4 damage off that. Shoots a Rian, but eats 2. It gets you down to 1 health, but eats at least 2 shots of the Ricochet, doing 8 damage, getting him real quick. Looks like he didn't really have a flash hole or a glacial or an immediate answer to those. So it'll be interesting from his perspective what shield he was holding on to, but not one that's able to counter the ricochets. So there we go. 3 matches. The first one definitely crazily intense. I mean, Invoker was in it in all 3 matches, getting Bregan down to 1 health in 2 of them, having you at 8 or maybe I believe 8 damage in the other, or 8 health in the other one.
Yeah,
So
Invoker
3
played
very
really
good
well.
matches.
I was playing kind of fast and loose.
But I think that style worked for you, especially, I know not everyone's seen it, but the Esper one, Bregan kind of plays a slower tempo, tries to think it out. This one we see kind of an opposite. We see him kind of push it real quick, and we see the early aggression and the fast tempo really work in pushing the attack, which is kind of closer to the tag style I think we all expect from you. So yeah, don't want to take it away from Invoker. He definitely made it a battle in all 3 of those games. There weren't any crazy shutouts or anything like that. Highly competitive. Maybe he can come up with an answer to Ricochet. And I don't know what would have happened if he did start with Vibration. If you guys both spawn on opposite sides of the map, maybe that one goes another way.
Yeah,
But all in all, a very good match.
Good
Do
match.
you have anything else to say on those three?
I was just going to add one thing. Sorry to the viewers for the video quality. I'm not really sure what happened. I'm running the exact same settings as when I had the flawless looking videos from a couple weeks before. But I'll be working on that, trying to get that ironed out. Thanks for watching, and tune in more. We're going to have tons of 1v1 Phantom Dust coverage.
All right, awesome. Catch you guys later.